Hello and welcome to Game On, where we bring you all the football and netball from around the district. We'd love to hear your feedback from our show so far, so be sure to head to riverineherald.com.au and leave your comments below. Well, let's get away with this week's show. I'm Jess Gledhill.
And I'm Alex Mitchell. Once again, we're going to have a look back at all the weekend's footy action, including a second practice match for the senior Echuca women's team, who's going to be kicking off in that new competition this year. We're also going to have a look forward to this weekend, and again touching with Squeak, who's got his own segment this week in our show.
We also catch up with the Echuca Bombers youth girls team, as well as a wrap up from all the netball.
Let's go, this is Game On.
Well, the GVL finally got underway this weekend with Echuca hosting Euroa in a late afternoon match, but it wasn't quite the start they were hoping for.
No, it wasn't. They started pretty well, Echuca, with 3 of the first 4 goals, but after that, they just seemed a little off the pace of Euroa. I think what Andrew Briggs was saying was they weren't setting up quite how they wanted to at the stoppages, so Euroa were winning the ball, getting it to their runners, and they were just running it all over the top of Echuca.
But Jordan Florence, he looked like he hurt his ankle there in one of the ruck contests, and he did play out the game, but definitely wasn't his strongest after that. What's the story there?
Yeah, we saw him on the sideline, running, trying to test out that ankle. He did play out the game, like you said, but I think what Andrew Briggs was saying was that it's going to be touch and go to see whether or not he'll be right to go this week.
Yeah, and look, the Murray Football League kicked off the Easter long weekend with the perfect derby with Moama hosting Echuca United on Good Friday, and it really was the mowers' day to shine. Again, the seniors took out a 26-point win over United, and it was topped off with a 3 Jacks trophy, actually the first time that they've won it.
Yeah, I thought the forward line for Moama looked absolutely brilliant. Cooper Barber, 4 goals for the 17-year-old, who we know is in the Bendigo Pioneers TSC Cup squad, so we know he's a talented kid. And they also did welcome back Ben Welsh, Jordan Ives and Noah Wheeler. So yeah, a really good showing for Moama again.
There was a lot of missed opportunities there on goal too, so I think when they finally get their eye in, they are going to be incredibly damaging Moama this season. To United's credit though, they did show a lot of intensity out there, and just to think that 12 guys have just played their first game in the first 2 weeks with United, so still a lot of gelling to go there.
Yeah, that's right. I think, obviously only round 2, so we're going to need to see a few more games from both sides to see where they fit in the pecking order of the competition.
And also on Good Friday, Tongala hosted the reigning premiers, Nathalia. There's no surprise there that the Purple Rain has kept on coming this season, Alex.
Yeah, we sort of expected that should be, about that margin, that 10-goal margin. But I don't think Tongala were too disappointed. Especially, they weren't disappointed at all with the effort that they put in. I think that's what we're going to see pretty much every week from Tongala, giving that 100% effort and making teams, really earn those wins against them.
Yeah, and a lot of that effort came from their younger players, Blake Mulholland, Riley Cowley, Bailey Cox, young ones who are just coming through, and they are going to learn a lot from Travis Edwards, who I think the club is pretty keen to have stick around for a few years yet.
Yeah, that's right. Even talking to Paul Cox, the footy manager, he was saying, all the reserves players, they're really saying we really want to be in that first side because we want to be learning from Trav. So they've got a great coach, and I think it will be, they'll be rewarded with a few wins later on in the season for sure.
And also this Easter weekend, LBU took on Elmore at Lockington Reserve. The Bloods winning there by 4 goals. Look, the Cats had the opportunity to take the game out in the third, but they just let themselves down, I think, and the scoring front, which is frustrating for any tie, let alone one that's trying to rebuild this season.
Yeah, that's right. And Elmore, look, they were headed in the third quarter, I believe, and Danny Brewster was very happy that once they'd lost that lead, their ability to respond and get the lead back, very impressed with that.
Yeah, and look, Peter Gibbs was saying the guys in their senior lineup shouldn't get too comfortable because they've got a lot of promising talent coming through. Ricky Walsh, who kicked 4 in the reserves this week, and Charlie Hinks there, some young ones who are coming up. But something happened with Marcus Angove this week for his first game back.
Yeah, I believe he took a knock to the head, if that's right. You were telling me about that?
Yeah, in the last quarter. So Coach Peter Gibbs said hopefully he'll be back again for this week. And then we'll head over to the Picola and District.
Yes, it was another disappointing day for Mathaura. A little better than their last match, but they went down by 83 points. They actually had quite a bit of the footy, according to Phil Hazelman, but they were just, a little bit outclassed by Blighty, who have recruited really well. They're going to be maybe one of the top 2 teams in the league this season. So I think Mathaura will be absolutely glad that they've got those first 2 tough contests out of the way, and they can move on to maybe a couple of the lesser lights of the competition.
Yeah, well, thanks for your thoughts there, Alex. We'll take a short break now, and when we come back, we'll be joined with the women's senior football team from Echuca, as well as a little chat with the youth girls Bombers side. Do you have old football boots laying around that are just too small or just aren't getting used anymore? Well, here is a way to clear them out and put them to good use. The Rivers brought the boot bank to Echuca and will be open on Friday, April 21st from 5 to 6 p.m. at the Echuca United's Club Rooms. In combination with AFL Goulburn Murray in partnership with Zadie's Rainbow Foundation, the Rivers collected boots to be sorted, cleaned and refreshed with brand new Zadie's Rainbow Foundation laces. The initiative helps to cut those costs and providing the opportunity for another child to participate in their favourite sports with boots available at $15 each. Welcome back. So this week we caught up with the Echuca Senior Women's Footy side after their practice match against the Shepparton Bears under the lights Victoria Park, which followed on from the Echuca Bombers senior game this week. So we chatted with the coach and the captain from the new squad.
We played Bendigo Thunder a couple of weeks before that, and they're a league, or they're Division 1 in Melbourne, so that was an eye-opener. And then on to play someone our own standard, it was really good. The girls got a lot out of it.
Yeah, look, it was really good. I think the girls were very competitive, and it was nice to get a win under our belt and in front of a pretty big crowd. And getting the captaincy role for this weekend was a bonus.
The main things you've sort of been working on trying to get up to speed for round one? Pretty
much what you do with any football team, your clean hands below your knees, your skills, don't cough the ball up, so it's just a game of keepings off, I keep saying. I've always said that, so the better skilled teams are going to win the game.
Mick's obviously got a fair bit of coaching under his belt, and I think he likes putting up with girls, seen he's coached netball a fair bit, so I guess he's enjoying the challenge, and the girls are really listening to him, and everyone in the team's wanting to work together to achieve the same goal. So the girls are gelling. Everyone's come from different sports, and some girls haven't even played any sport at all. So because it's a new side, I think they're really gelling together. Everyone's helping each other out. Everyone has different abilities and skills, but I think we're going to be pretty competitive.
Promising signs there ahead of the May 7 kick-off of that new competition where the Echuca team will be hosting North Bendigo at Vic Park.
And now we'll catch up with the next generation of the senior women's team, the Echuca Bombers youth girls side, ahead of their first game this Sunday.
Well, I'm too rough for netball, and I don't know, I just like it. Like getting out there, kicking the ball.
Meeting new people, making new friends, playing footy.
Always watching footy and the girls' footy.
Well, I don't know, I just never played, my father watched it on the television, but I never had, so just thought, why not get out there and make him proud, so.
I played with the school a couple of times, but not much else. Don't know, probably Shep or Marupna.
Yeah, probably Marupna or Shep.
Probably Shep.
Probably Marupna.
What season? Shep.
Probably forward line. Centre forward, I reckon.
Probably the forward line.
I don't really know the football positions, but probably in the defence.
Forward.
In the back line. It's good to tackle people.
Not sure. Maybe netball.
Dancing.
Probably lying on my bed.
Probably netball.
Probably Travis Cloak or Moana Hope.
Probably one of the Western Bulldogs players, maybe Lockie Hunter.
Katie Brennan, I reckon.
My dad.
Not really game, more training when Aisha KO'd one of our own teammates.
Aisha falling over. Not sure.
Cool. That's
Darn
it.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a fun season ahead there for the youth girls. Be sure to get down to Victoria Park this Sunday from 11 a.m. to watch their first game kick off. Now we're going to hand it over to Squeak, who's going to take a look at all this week's footy games ahead. Well, in the GVL this week, Echuca are taking on Benalla. Squeak, who do you think will win there?
I reckon Echuca.
Echuca. And then in the Murray Football League, your guys, Echuca United versus Kingupna.
I reckon United.
United? How many points?
It'll be over 100, 200 probably.
nearly 200 points. And then Moama taking on Tongala.
I reckon Tongala.
Tongala will win that one. And over to the Picola and District League, Mathara is taking on Yarrawea.
I reckon Vaya.
Mathara?
Yeah.
Yep. And Picola United and Berrigan.
Bergen, I think.
Berrigan will win that one. Awesome. And the Heathcote and District League, Lockington Bemorm United taking on Heathcote.
Lockie.
Lockie will win that. And Leachfield Gunbow, they're off to Tullaine to take on Mount Pleasant. Who's winning that one?
Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant's winning that one.
Thank you very much for that, Squeak. A lot of footy to look forward to on the weekend, so make sure you get out and about and cheer on the players this weekend.
Well, Alex, that almost brings us to the end of the show, but before we wrap up, there's still something else we need to cover.
That's right, we can't forget about the netball. Echuca kicked off their season last weekend with a big win against Euroa. They were very happy with the performance. Casey Frame really liked that defensive pressure right across the court. And she really liked their patience when attacking, making sure they find the right shot inside the ring. They battled Benalla this week. Casey said she likened those contests in the past with Benalla to a bit of a football match. It's that physical with them. So, look, it's going to be a tough contest, but I think Echuca could get another win this weekend.
Yeah, and a lot of young ones stepping up for Echuca as well. Liv Hannon was incredible on that game. Her accuracy was just unbelievable, and I think she's going to have another big game ahead of her, as so is Deanna Ken in defence. Two girls to watch out for as the club continues to grow. We'll head across to the Murray Football Netball League, and United is set to host Kingupna this weekend at home. So we'll look, if there was ever a chance for United to get that first win on the board, it's definitely this weekend against Kingupna. Kingupna had a pretty poor season last, only the 2 wins, but you know, and they've also had 2 losses as well as United, so hopefully they can get up there.
Yeah, with both teams entering the contest 0-2, someone's going to get that first win for the season, so let's hope it's United.
Yeah, and they did face a pretty hefty loss against Moama, but I'm most excited for Moama's next matchup against Tongala this weekend. Should 2 very strong teams this season, both coming off wins, and after the way Moama handled Echuca United on Good Friday, I'm expecting another strong fight from the Moas again.
Yeah, I think Tongala have also been very impressive to start the season, obviously also with that 2-0 record. Alicia White still thinks they've got a lot of room to improve though, but they will enter this contest without Caddison Mulholland, who is injured, and she's been very important to linking the team between attack and defence. So, look, it's going to be a tough one for Tony, but it's a great contest to be occurring in round 3.
Yeah, look, Moama's got no one out, and they've got another strong side once again, and they've got the depth on the bench to just keep bringing on fresh legs, and they're going to be a really strong side to compete with this year. I actually caught up with Charlotte Long and asked her how she's feeling about taking on Tongala this weekend.
A little bit nervous because they've also won 2 games as well as us, but I feel like we're going to take it like the start of a new season and start fresh. It's hard to say because we've mixed it up so much in the weeks before. Might be a little bit different because I think the defenders aren't as tall as United, so we might throw in a bit of a faster mix, but we'll be changing it up like the past 2 weeks as well.
And before we leave you with the footage of the Seniors Women's Football League, after their celebrations on the weekend from their practice match, we've got the Rochester Echuca Football Umpires Association about the interpretation of the deliberate rule for 2017.
Thanks again for joining us, everyone, at www.riverineherald.com.au, and make sure you're grabbing the Monday copy of the paper, catching our 12-page lift out about all the footy and netball action over the weekend.
Really important for us as a group to understand player intent. We're looking to make sure that it is intent of the player to either take the ball out of bounds by hand or foot deliberately, and if that's the case, then we'll pay a free kick. But it's more about common sense. Players under pressure are going to kick the ball, and sometimes it's going to end up out of bounds. Well, that's, common sense tells us that he wasn't intent on doing that. So it's really important for us to be sure that it was the intent of the player to take the ball out of bounds. And then it's an unreasonable attempt on his behalf, so we'll pay a free kick against him.